It is too. I have slept all day. I feel like garbage. How do I change this to a borderless window so I can actually freaking... It is borderless. What the fuck? It's set as a borderless, but I'm trapped. You suck. I mean, at least it's displayed on the right damn window this time, but still. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Interesting. Kind of cool to see if they do that. You know what? Fuck it. One of my helmets. I always thought it was stupid that they go to fight in the board game without a helmet on. I'm still trapped. Alright, we'll allow that. I'll allow it. Seriously, cannot get off the borderless. I have to use tab key to get out, alt tab to get out. That annoys the piss out of me. Okay. Register my pros account. Yay, there's my Discord. Ooh. Alright, half awake here. Let's continue this campaign, shall we? I do not want to do any. Where am I at? Version 3. Canis Divinensis.
Kadaku.
It's a bug planet.
Attention all personnel. Cycle shift mandates have been updated. Your commanding officer has further details. Secondary Gunnery Officer Elrod.
The captain is withholding something.
Acheran will not deceive us, Gadriel.
Then where did Dimitri and Titus serve previously? And why is he back in battle so soon after such grievous surgery?
Sergeant Ventiad spoke of a Death Watch team that deployed a virus bomb on Kadaku. Perhaps our lieutenant was one of them. I am far more concerned with what we just saw at that crash site.
Lieutenant.
Brother, are you recovered?
I am.
The apothecary should run a diagnostic.
I do not have the need nor the time for such a process.
Magos Gallio also expressed his concern. Consider his counsel, if not ours.
If there is any risk of recurrence, it puts the whole squad in jeopardy.
It can wait. I must speak with Captain Acheran.
As you command.
The death of an Archmagos will not be regarded favorably by the machine cult.
Brother, it is a relief to see you on your feet.
Heard you took a turn for the worse.
Such reports were exaggerated.
I am glad to hear it.
Your efforts in delaying the swarm were admirable.
It was a sight to behold, brother.
I must report to Acheran. Excuse me.
The Emperor protects.
On board, boys.
Was that truly the work of the archenemy?
It was not clear to you.
It may have been only a handful of fanatics.
A handful of cultists could not bring down a Thunderhawk.
He is right. The arch-enemy is here.
They chose to reveal their presence. There must have been a reason they wanted Nozick dead.
What in damnation happened down there?
Nozick was assassinated.
The Adeptus Mechanicus report said engine failure.
That's not what I saw.
Sergeant. Traitors.
Chaos.
You're sure?
No mistaking it, sir.
Clear the bridge! Nozick was head of a highly classified project.
Aurora. What is it?
A weapon.
And the minions of Chaos learned of its existence.
With Nozick dead, there's only one man capable of continuing the work. Morius Luz, Nozick's apprentice. He is currently missing. His last known location was a Mechanicus facility on Avarax, one that is now overrun with Tyranids. This will get you into the cogitator within the facility. You can access Luz's tracker from there. We are on course to Avarax now. I want you ready the second we enter orbit.
Sir. What was on the ship with Nozick?
What concern is it of yours?
The Mechanicus seemed eager to retrieve it. And yet the enemy left it.
Whatever it is, without Luz, it's useless to us.
Lieutenant, the journey to Avarax will take time. Enough for a brief diagnostic.
Very well, if it will put you at ease.
Magos Gallio will be in the armory.
How did you know about Aurora?
I saw the name report, most of which was redacted.
I would have preferred to stay in Kadaku and hunt down the heretics that dishonored our brothers.
We will find them on Avarax.
Unless Luz is already dead.
Whatever those tech priests are is still here in this system. I expect the greatest battle is yet to come.
Titus, I heard that you collapsed upon encountering the tainted wreckage. I am concerned.
A mere side effect of the surgery. I am fully recovered.
Sergeant Gadriel, I trust that you will be close to suffer any further episodes.
Yes, Brother Chaplain.
If the arch-enemy is indeed present, any weakness could grow into a cancer of the soul. Bind yourself to the pages of the Codex, and it will shield you from the glare of heresy.
My faith is without compromise. I will not waver.
You look tired, Merrick.
I have not. Ships extended to 22 hours until further notice. Additional recap rushes will be issued.
On Kadaku. I am greatly concerned.
It was brief. Likely a result of the surgery.
You suffered catastrophic damage to a number of primary organs at the hand of that Carnifex. In that state, you underwent radical surgery. Your body was ripped open from head to foot. If some error was made and remains undetected, it could cost you your life.
Brother, we cannot afford another episode like that.
The apothecaries may not have time for a thorough diagnostic, but they've given me their sanction to do so. Now settle in. This will take time. Titus, your biometrics are below peak, but well within the tolerances for combat. I can find no explanation for the symptoms you experienced.
Then I have duties to attend to.
You have the blessings of the Omnisire.
One question. What do you know about Archmagos Nozick's research?
We grace the peaks of Olympus Mons. I am certainly not privy to the subject of his activities. I only pray there remain records of his discoveries. Skull. Notation. Expenditures required for this campaign. Double the output of the Boltman.
Time to go.
Alright, let's rock and roll.
This is as close as I can get you. You'll need to take the cargo elevator from here. Fox in when you're ready to leave.
Understood. My thanks, brother. lab is within that spire.
There's the cargo elevator. Look at all those spores. That'll be one hell of a fight. Shame to miss it.
We should be down there with the rest of the company. We will be soon enough.
Engines here. Elevator repairs are incomplete. Please conduct holy maintenance.
The elevator is broken. We must find a way to restore power.
Servo Skull, how may we repair the elevator?
Operation without full repair is unwise. You may override safety protocols via the control room at your own risk.
Up there! Looks like the control room!
The main entrance is destroyed.
I found an alternate route. Plotting now. Check your display.
Engines here. Your cogitator has remained idle for 3 hours. Please resume your defined function. Warning. This is an active work area. It is closed to undesignated attendants until repaired.
Through that door! All this destruction, and not a Tyranid in sight.
They're here. Watching. Tyranids! Give no quarter! Purge them! Reloading!
Everywhere but here. What you call this?
Controls. How do I swap weapons? Because I need my pistol. V.
These are leftovers.
Die, Squeaker. Next shit.
They never learn.
I have to reload.
Very good. Resupplying. Grabbing equipment.
Sorry, brother. I'm stealing your heavy weapon and fucking up. I'm about to go fuck things up. Squish, 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 squish.
The whole spire is infested. The control room may be out of action.
If the controls are out, we'll find another method.
We will meet victory, one way or another.
Watch for their lieutenants. Stunning.
Come taste my steel! This is too easy. The quickest way up is over the rooftops ahead.
Clear the debris and proceed. The Tyranids will make ruin of the entire city given the chance. Xenos have the high ground. Then take it from them. Got you. Vermin exterminate.
Bridge controls ahead, brother. This will get us to the objective. Loading fresh magazine.
Restocking. Loading up. The machine labors. We may be here sometime.
The Tyranids are staging a counterattack.
Eliminate them.
Swapping magazines.
Target destroyed. My weapon is empty. That one was half changing magazine. Munitions secured.
My lord, we may now cross the bridge.
Proceed to the objective.
Sir, you seem to be at full strength again. Did the apothecaries identify the cause of your collapse?
Focus on the mission, Sergeant.
As you wish, my lord. On the other side of that door. This is it.
Use the controls to restore power.
Easy.
It worked. Let's get down there. Practical. There's a shortcut across the rooftops to the east.
Good. Proceed.
What motive do these creatures have to attack this facility? They have no need for the technology.
They're like seeds carried by the wind. Their only motive is to devour and expand. Resupplying.
Got stems. How do I use stems again? One of these days I'll remember all the controls. F.
One moment, brothers.
So we can restock. Might as well take them. Oh, this has no ammo. This is a low ammo weapon too. Never a good sign when you hear the fucking enemy just come flying by. Alright, away we go. No return.
Incoming spores!
Cut them down.
With pleasure! Let us get to work, blessed Bolter.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Another one dead.
Die, you pestilent wretch!
Come forth and be slaughtered.
God damn it.
Toxins assail my senses. Gotcha. Switching magazine. Frag grenade deployed. Enemy destroyed. Clear that obstruction. Yes, sir. Reloading weapon. Through that opening.
Girl. Already know it. Good to know where all the little tidbits are at. Just in case.
A fine gift from the forge.
Still got already got a bolt sniper rifle. Oh no, I accidentally picked up a different weapon. Let's go and use the carbine. We got shock grenades. It's fun to just swap up weapons for funsies. More wide open space, fuck that. Give me that thing.
They will not get past this.
Oh, they'll definitely get past us.
Care to see who can slay more Xenos, Brother Chiron? You wish for me to humiliate you again, brother? Oh, I hope your thoughts works better than your memory.
And there they are.
Rapper, do not start moving. Tyrannies, take my sight. Raven and kill.
Come on, clear up.
I have to reload.
Am I going the wrong fucking way? I am. Only that little marker showed up faster. Not before I was fucking 8 miles away from where I need to be.
Need to reload.
very
heavy
exposed.
full
Expect a bumpy ride. If I'm not mistaken, you've had bad luck with cargo elevators. That was a long time ago. I prefer not to discuss it. At least you made it out alive, which is more than we can say for the Orcs. It appears we have their attention. And they have ours. Unfortunate for them. Cunning little Xenos. Protect those chains.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Slaughtering Xenos for fun and profit.
Time for a break because I gotta play whatchamacallit at 7, so I was gonna make myself something to eat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were playing. My thing wasn't making notification noises.
Oh, you're fine.
Stabilizing vitals.
I just got on a little while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just...
Hey. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead. No.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow.
Can you do me a huge favor?
What do you need?
I need someone to come over and help me clear out this this room so that Shadia has.
Oh, Shoddy coming down?
Yeah, Shadia's coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's gonna move in with me, I guess.
Oh, well, cool, man.
But I need to clear out this whole room for her. Then I'm gonna have to dismantle this desk, take it into my bedroom, and rebuild it.
Yeah. What time you want me to come by? I think I'll have some time. I don't have any. I don't know if I have any plans tomorrow, but as of right now, I certainly don't. So I'd be glad to come help.
Give me whatever time works for you, man.
Well, I like to know. Well, what do you have any other plans tomorrow? I mean, that's.
No, I ain't got any other plans.
Okay. Well, then I will just. I'll call you. I'll message you when I get up.
All right, yeah. I'm usually awake around like 8ish at the latest.
I woke up really late today, but I was on nights last week, and last night I couldn't sleep, so I was kind of watching TV and didn't wake up till super late today.
Yeah, but
I gotta get
this cleared out. But
oh no,
that's
cool.
Do it today, but I just didn't have the energy because of work and shit.
Oh, I feel you. God damn fucking bugs.
You got gnats too?
What?
You got gnats too?
Oh no, I'm cutting up gigantic fucking Tyranids, and they're a pain in my ass.
Oh, those bugs. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. The fucking really annoying bugs. Those big nasty ones that'll fucking cut you in half.
Yep.
I have yet to figure out what.
I said I'm gonna mute you for a second so I can pee.
Okay, go for it. Where's the fucking bugs on the chain?
More gargoyles attempted to sabotage.
Fucking.
Reloading. Resupplying.
Alright, boys, now what? We've shot gargoyles off chains. I've sliced the heads off of about 15 fucking giant Tyranids. Now what? Looks like they're waiting.
Not today, Xenos scum.
Alright, I'm back.
You fought admirably.
Not today, Xeno scum.
Oh. That's right.
The fucking lines, man. It's like yeah, this is definitely Warhammer.
Yep.
We'll need explosives.
This was
Nothing's
definitely
getting
written
through
by
that door.
those guys over
Ventilation tunnels.
across the pond.
Check
Oh
in.
yeah.
One floor down. Let's go.
I'm trying to figure out what weapons I like because they've got so many options based upon what the Primaris use, but there's so little difference to them. With some marked obvious changes, like the sniper rifle is obviously way different than the others. I have yet to come across the plasma gun. I've got the plasma pistol. The Meltagun's just a giant frickin' shotgun that they've basically designed. And it's so low ammo. I mean, it's great, but it's super low ammo.
Well, I was using it earlier, and I don't use it on Gaunt.
Oh, I use it on the big bugs. I swapped my pistol for the Gaunts.
Speak it, brother.
Hell, I don't even use
The
the
words
pistol
of
on the
the arch
Gaunt
enemy
half
hold
the time.
dangerous power.
Just cut them up
One
with
should
your
not
sword.
dismiss any data that may be relevant.
Have you ever
I
faced the arch
redid all the
enemy,
key
Sergeant?
bindings.
Regrettably,
Did
I
you?
have not.
Yeah,
Then I
because
suggest
the
you listen
basic
to your
key bindings
brother.
are shit.
I'm probably gonna
If the
have to go
arch
through
enemy
at
is
some
involved,
point.
might we not encounter
I
them
haven't
here?
Well,
yet.
how much have you played?
I wish to
I'm on mission 3.
My blood rages
Oh,
at the thought of
motherfucker.
them.
They'll
What?
be counting on your hatred. Be sure they don't use it against
My
you.
spatula just fell down in the...
No, not the spatula. But yeah, I've played the first 2 missions and the tutorial, obviously, because you can't get past it. I'm not a fan of. It seems to me like the counter mechanic doesn't work every time for me.
Motherfucking fuck.
Drop that spatula again.
Mm-hmm.
You have to quit that. It's gonna be a problem.
Trying to load the dishwasher so I can run the fucking dishwasher.
They're here, brothers.
Because the dishwasher smells like rotten ass.
Yeah.
The Adeptus Mechanicus put up a fight here.
Fucking Rebecca did something to it. I don't know what the fuck she did to it, but
That'd have
if
been
you leave
ages
wet-
ago.
if you leave wet dishes in it for too long,
Oh yeah, they smell awful. They make a cleaning thing. It's like a little pod. You just run it
I
empty.
ran a whole box of that shit through.
Really?
Yeah,
How
there's
far to the
something going on
cottage?
in there.
With no direct
Yeah, no
route.
kidding.
It'll take longer than I'd like.
And that water's hot as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I hear the bug.
You watched any Rings of Power?
A little bit.
I like it.
I don't dislike it.
Something.
What plotting could these insects be capable of?
These are
As far as Rings of Power goes, when people want to talk about whether it is or is not as good as the Silmarillion, I mean, obviously it's heavily changed. But then again, it has to be, right? You can't tell a story spread across 4,000 years, keep the same characters.
You also can't tell a story that hasn't been written
That's also true.
without writing it yourself.
Yeah.
People are like, well, that's not Tolkien. Well, yeah, no shit. He died before he could finish this shit.
Well, it's not even that. He wasn't even trying to finish it. Like, the Silmarils, he'd written his books. He had tried to publish the Silmarillion multiple times. No one wanted it. He was just, he'd moved on from that. I hate to say it. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he fiddled around with his little notes, but as far as the stories, he was done telling the stories.
I like that they added in
Cycle overflow. Uplink
Kellum Brimbor.
Oh, the
101010.
Kellum Brimbor. You mean the guy that created the rings?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he has to be in the story.
No, he doesn't, because he's not a Tolkien. So Kellum Brimbor was made up specifically for the Shadows of Mordor video game.
Was he?
Yeah, literally every character in that game, with the exception of Sauron himself, is made up for that video game.
See, I thought Kellum Brimbor, being the creator of the rings, was in the Silmarillion.
In The Hobbit and in Lord of the Rings, Sauron made the rings himself, by himself.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Kellum Brimbor was never part of Tolkien's stuff, ever.
Huh.
This will serve me well.
But I like that they put him in there because
it makes sense.
Well, not only that, but it validates new canon.
Right.
You know, a lot of hardcore story people were like, "Oh, the Shadows of Mordor is bullshit. We hate it because the story's not yada yada." And it's like, guess what? New canon.
I'll try resetting the circuit.
Yeah. Guess what? It's real now, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you watch Warhammer TV at all?
So I completely forgot that I had paid for a full year's subscription to it.
Must be the reset.
And my subscription just ran out.
So they're releasing a show called Tides. I don't know if you ever watched the Pariah Nexus or the Pariah Nexus or not. But
I mean, I watched it mainly for like the painting stuff.
Oh, they have a lot of really good stuff. That's all I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Like, I've been a fan of it. They did their first thing with a female custode in it.
Yeah, and everybody pissed.
Oh, it's not bad. I don't know why everybody's so upset.
Because our hobby is full of a bunch of misogynistic neckbeards.
It is.
The whole term incel comes from people in our hobby.
I know, it's just disappointing. I want to say I don't necessarily want to see the Space Marines go from exclusively male. The fucking custodes, they can do what they want with. I like the tradition of the male Space Marine thing. I thought it's a cool concept, but it is what it is.
Well, they've changed canon again on the missing legions, the lost legions.
Have they? When did they change it?
They changed it again to say that the Emperor killed the Primarchs.
When did they? Oh wow! When did they change that?
I don't know exactly, but now there was some lore in the Horus Heresy books that was those missing two were found after Horus and Russ were both found.
And they were the last, right?
They weren't necessarily the last, but they were found after a lot of the other ones. But Horus knows who they are because, of course, you know, he was the first one found and he traveled with Dad quite a bit.
Right.
But,
Alpha and Omega were the last. That's right. Right? The Alpha Legion?
I think so, yeah. But the thing, the cool thing is that there's in one of the Horus Heresy books, and I remember reading it and being like, holy fucking shit, are you kidding me? They just said that? Malkador and Dorn are standing on a parapet of the Imperial Palace having a chat, and they're near where the statues of all the Primarchs are.
Right.
They will not get
and there's the two Pilnus that don't have anybody standing on them.
Right.
And apparently Dorn knows who they were too, so Dorn was already found at this point.
Right.
But Dorn and him are talking, and Malkador says, well, they were talking about the fury of Rust.
Right.
And they're looking at the two empty Pilnus, and Malkador says, well, we both know what happened to your brother and sister.
Oh, and they said sister? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Emperor, created the legions.
Right.
Before he found them.
Right.
And then gave the legions to them based on their gene seed.
Correct. Because he had the genetic research of the 20 Primarchs.
Yeah. 22.
22.
The Emperor protects.
But, 23 if you count Omega.
Alpha and Omega and I always considered one Primarch split.
Yeah.
And
another interesting thing in the new canon, something I actually kind of like.
Yeah.
They said that every time, or both times, both of the Primarchs, their legions disappeared from the record as well, but the size of the Luna Wolves increased.
Really? So if the two missing Primarchs were corrupted by chaos. God bless, motherfucker. Quit hitting me.
That would mean the Emperor may have accidentally exposed Horus to chaos.
I mean, that's a possibility.
But at the same time, the Emperor doesn't accidentally do anything. Everything's part of his design, including the Horus Heresy itself.
Have they really said that?
Mm-hmm. So, basically, have you ever read the short story about the warrior?
Maybe, maybe not. I've read a lot, but...
Okay, so... the short story of the warrior.
Okay.
It starts
alone, with nothing but a bolt pistol.
With a warrior walking across the desert with a king in chains.
Okay.
The king he's got in chains is not named to who he is.
Okay.
But he is a bloodthirsty conqueror. And then the warrior goes and single-handedly defeats the armies of another king who is not named, but he is a very sickly person. And then he goes on and he defeats another king who is a very gluttonous, excess type person.
Alright. So sounds like the Chaos Gods.
Yep, and he defeats 8 kings. Now, there's 4 Chaos Gods we don't know a whole lot about.
Right, and 8 has
they
always
don't-
been 8's always been a very chaosy number, which was from that.
So he's got all 8 of these kings in tow.
Right.
And this is, and it even says at one point in the story that this is during Sumerian times.
Okay.
Right? He's got all 8 of these guys in chains, and he goes to a place and conducts a ritual where he sacrifices all 8 of these kings, and 8 of the old gods appear before him.
Right.
And he tells them that he will become their greatest champion.
The Emperor does?
Hold on. It's
Okay.
the warrior. It's the warrior, okay?
Okay.
He's not the Emperor at this point in the story, alright? Just listen.
Okay.
But he says, I will become your greatest champion if each of you gives me a portion of your power. And there's more deliberation, yada yada, blah blah blah. But eventually, the 8 old gods each give this warrior a portion of their power, and he immediately starts laughing. And the gods are like, what are you laughing about? What is so funny? And he says, I just tricked all of you into giving me a portion of your power, which makes me more powerful than any one of you. And the fact that you worked together and created someone more powerful than you, you're never going to work together again, which means I am the most potent being in the universe. And the gods are like, what the fuck? And they immediately start infighting.
Right, because he's right. Because he's right.
The warrior is the emperor.
Right, okay.
You know, it goes much more in depth than what I just said, but...
Right, but that's the gist.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not wrong.
Door function inoperable.
Yep.
Adjust pathing.
So, they say, like, a lot of the people who are as into the canon as I am,
right?
A lot of them are like, the Emperor is so smart he outwitted the Chaos Gods.
How did they get him with the heresy?
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but he's been molding humanity since Sumerian time.
Cleared for transit. Advanced by the Omnissiah's will.
How did anybody trick the guy who could trick the trickster god?
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, Horus betraying him, Horus mortally wounding him, all part of his plan. Him being stuck on the golden throne, and the 7 corrupt magistrates running the empire, the Imperium. All of it's part of his plan.
It's a shitty fucking plan, it seems, but...
The Tyranids are on their way.
Roll up units in key corridors.
Maybe.
Let's get them closer.
But
do it, Corporal.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, the at the end of the day, I guess the other option was to let the Cabal win. I mean, maybe there were things he couldn't prevent.
People say that he started the Cabal, and the Cabal was part of his plan as well.
Who knows?
The only thing that is kind of agreed upon can't possibly be part of his plan is the Tau.
The Tau?
Mm-hmm.
Because they came so far after?
Because they're so far removed from the rest of the galaxy as far as like how their technology works, how their society works.
Maybe the fact that they don't have much of a warp signature.
Maybe they've been and gone.
Well,
maybe he couldn't see
They don't
them.
even use the warp.
Right.
I'm merely observing the data.
Maybe he
But
maybe he couldn't see them because of that.
Yep.
Ooh, I found a plasma incinerator. I have a new toy.
Reactor
Nice.
still running. Let's hope the machine spirit has it under control.
Somebody wrote a neat little.
A meltdown will be catastrophic. We'll disable it once we have the data.
What do you call it? A neat little fan fiction?
Yeah.
Let me think about this for a second. So,
you're good.
I'm trying to remember exactly how it starts, but Russ comes out of the warp, kills the 7 magistrates because he's disgusted with what the Imperium's become.
Yeah.
And then he's so disgusted with it, he's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. And goes back into the warp.
Because I've had enough.
Mm-hmm.
I awaken.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Oh, the other thing
Locate
is
Marius Luz.
he leveled his axe at Gilliman.
Yeah.
You before he goes back into the warp.
Oh god. I'm wondering when. So let me see here. In the game, they've in the canon, we've got the Lion back, we've got Gulliman back. We haven't gotten any of the other loyalists back, right?
Yes and no. We know where Jahad Khan is.
Okay.
And we've also...
We know where Vulcan is. Vulcan is,
Open
right?
file reconstruction.
Vulcan is...
Brother, those are classified.
We think Vulcan is dead.
No.
See, I thought Vulcan was it. Tyrion the Collector had it.
Mechanicus full.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Because they talk about a massive man in green armor in his collection.
Maybe, I don't know. But Gilliman has made contact with Jahad Khan.
He did?
Okay. And Jahad Khan was like, yeah, fuck you, I'm staying here.
Get them off the core.
Now, if, who was his nemesis?
The Khan?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We must shut it
honestly.
down before they destabilize it further. Machine spirit, power down the reactor.
I don't care much for the White Scars. I'm not a biker Space Marine fan.
No, I remember now. If the golden one, what's his name?
The golden one.
The word bearers.
Oh, Logar?
Yeah, if Logar ever, Jahad Khan told Gilliman, if Logar comes back, find me.
Okay.
Because he despises Logar. He despises Logar for one, because Jahad Khan is also a very, very large proponent of the Emperor is not divine.
Right. Well, because the Emperor said he wasn't divine, too, for the longest time.
Yeah, but he's lying to everybody because he doesn't want to be worshipped as a god.
Right.
But, once again, if canon is to be respected, then people are worshipping as a god by design.
Right. Who knows?
Yep.
There's so much, and some of it's, and I'll be honest, there's some of it that I just don't care for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's as good as it could be. A lot of it's obviously hell, half the canon looks like fanfic as it is.
Yeah. All I want is a story. So, Bjorn the Fell-Handed repeatedly has told the Iron Priests that if Russ comes back, he will awaken me immediately. Right. I want a piece of fiction where Russ comes back. They wake up Bjorn, and he says, "Put me in my body." Walks right up to Russ and just fucking punches him across the chin with that fucking fell hand.
For leaving.
Yep. For leaving him behind. He
Not
doesn't care that Russ left. He's mad because he was left behind.
Yeah.
A lot of people say he refuses to die because he wants to vent his anger on Russ.
That would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, get off me, you little fuckers.
You know he stole the Fellhand, right?
Did he? No, I didn't know that.
Oh, you did?
No.
So, Bjorn lost his forearm on Prospero.
Oh, I didn't know that part. See, I don't know a lot of that story.
Bjorn lost his forearm. This is from a Horus Heresy book.
Yeah.
But he lost his forearm on Prospero. And Russ himself took note of Bjorn when that happened. Well, he kind of took Bjorn in as part of his inner circle, but refused to put him as part of his retinue because he was still quote-unquote too young.
Okay.
But basically, anywhere where Russ went, Bjorn went too. And Bjorn kept asking, or they asked Bjorn. Wait, let me think about this for a second. No, Bjorn kept asking for a cybernetic implant so that he could be whole again. And Russ kept laughing and going, "You need to wear that as a badge of honor." Right?
Yeah.
Because of what he did to have his hand or forearm cut off.
Right.
Which off the top of my head I can't remember. He defeated. Oh, what's the guy? Shit. What's his name? The guy who, like the number one of the Egypt style.
Armin?
Ahriman, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahriman. So he defeated Ahriman, but Ahriman cut his
arm off.
Cut his forearm off, yeah. But Russ kept telling him, "You need to wear that as a badge of honor." And then there was some big something or another going on, and Russ refused to let Bjorn go because he's like, "Bjorn, I can't fight to my full potential if I'm worried about you. You need to stay here." And Bjorn was like, "Why do you worry about me?" And he said, "Because you're not whole and you can't fight as well as you should." So Bjorn wanted to go to the battle. And prove Russ wrong. So Bjorn went to the armory and said, "I want that." Because Lucas was the first one to have the fell hand. Right?
Oh, okay.
The fell hand was a power claw.
Right. I knew that part.
But the fell hand was made specifically for Lucas, who was now dead, died on Prospero. And then, sorry, I'm trying to remember all this shit. The Iron Priests were like, Russ said no, you can't have it. So he sneaks down into because the Iron Priests have a lair down at the bottom of the thing.
Right.
He sneaks down into their lair, goes to the forge, steals it, somehow manages to connect it himself. Because he doesn't have plugins for cybernetics or anything.
Right.
and sneaks onto a Thunderhawk and goes to that battle.
It's like, I'm here to play.
Well, he also ends up saving Russ. And Russ, of course, thinks this is absolutely hilarious that the cripple saved his life.
Right.
That was the last.
And he's like, he goes, all right, you've earned a spot in my retinue. And that's how he became Bjorn the Fellhammer, that became
the smell of burnt ichor is enough.
one of Bjorn's Wolfguard.
Right.
Or one of Russ's Wolfguard.
Wolfguard, right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious to see where they end up going with everything. I don't have a problem with them doing whatever they want with the canon. I just want them to make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the hand-waving level of retcon. Sometimes that gets on my nerves. Because there's so many options to bring different things in. If you want to do... I really feel if you want to do female Space Marines, which I feel like it's going to happen eventually, so just kind of accept it.
Mm-hmm.
My answer is, why didn't they do it with the Primaris project?
Lieutenant, what did you see in those Mechanicus files?
You know, I mean...
A record of extreme foolishness.
That's my
Explain.
opinion.
You may direct that request to our captain.
They've known for a long time that the fans will not get behind.
Give me a tactical overlay of the city.
Captain,
a minute.
The Adeptus
female
Mechanicus must
chapter.
be stopped. What?
And I don't get
Trigger
that
the weapon.
either.
The results could be catastrophic.
I mean, look at how many females they put into every other army.
Research.
A lot.
They're using an artifact
Yeah.
to power the
They're
weapon.
and
I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of
But-
Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power.
I don't know.
It almost destroyed the planet.
I don't have the answers.
Titus.
I just because it's models, it's miniatures. Who cares? You know.
Talking of Graia, of all places.
I mean, I want the lore to make sense too, based upon what's
I will
already
hear no more on the
established.
subject.
Yeah.
But
Now, did you get a location for Luz?
I don't know beyond that. I don't know how to make it work and make
Then
it
get
make
down
sense.
there and find him.
And I'm not saying that they won't just hand wave it in if that's what they want to do.
Who would see you sent back
I
to
mean-
the Inquisition?
People who've been a fan since '86, like me, we're used to retcon.
I'm
this
used
point.
to it too, and I just get over it when they retcon, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, it's like, you know, come on, help me out here. You know what I mean? Like, give me something that I can say, yeah, this makes sense.
Sporosis have impacted.
Okay, I've played this game for an hour. I'm done. But I mean, I just want it to make sense. I don't care what logic they use or anything like that. They can do whatever they want with it. At the end of the day, it's their game. They're gonna do what they want to do with it. I just want it to give me a niblet of something that I can go, okay, that makes sense why we're doing this. That's all I want. Don't just randomly cram something in there. They kind of did that with the Custodes, but I really don't care because they're Custodes. You know,